Okay guys, sorry, time for yet another video, if it comes up. What you see on your screen is a lost saying of Jesus. Since the archive is down, I can't give you the source. It doesn't matter anymore, but it will be restored to us one day. This is from a very rare text I found on the corners of the internet. This saying is very profound. And, I've talked about this kind of stuff before, that one of the doctrines in our Bibles that they tried to take away from us is that, the rocks will cry out, the trees will rejoice in the wood of the cross, all that kind of stuff that we see in our Bibles. Like, everything has a soul. And when you do the commandments of God, Mother Nature is in conjoinment with you. This is why in Revelation, why in the days of Elijah that are coming, the wicked are going to have to live in an apocalyptic world, because the earth will reject them. The earthquakes, the tsunamis, the volcanoes and stuff will be gravitated towards those who do not do the will of God, and will protect those who do the will of God. I experience this in my everyday life, guys. I do. I've heard from the trees before. The Lord did show me in the spirit, like the trees swaying in the breeze, praising God, just obliviously and so joyously. Like, I wish I could share it. It was amazing. And I've had little conversations with birds and stuff like that. I hear from the birds. I feel the love of birds when they fly by me. And the Lord showed me when you're wicked, the wicked experience the opposite. Like, the birds try to attack you or hate you or whatever. Like, people, they just ignore it, but it's a reality. So yeah, this saying is quite profound. So here I am at the park, and I'm trying to make use of it. I'm in the shade. Now, recently we learned, I covered how I heard from the angel of summer while reading about him in the book of Enoch. And he inscribes those details of the characteristics of the summer. The drying of the grass. The sun, of course, represents Jesus. And the strength of the sun is just so powerful. It's harvest time. That is the prime time for harvest. When we celebrate life, where we have children, sexual impulses increased, and all that kind of stuff. Now, in the past, in the studies of Samson, Samson's wife, when we did studies on her, the name of his wife isn't in our Bibles, but when I looked it up to see if we could find what her name was, her name was Facing the Shade. And she was a representation of one that would be married to Christ. The mother of Christ would be, the mother is the deity that we're married to, in our Bibles. So her name meant Facing the Shade. Now, I thought shade was a bad thing, like not facing Christ. But if we think about in the book of Jonah, remember at the end of the book of Jonah, Jonah was waiting for Nineveh to be destroyed in the heat of the sun in summer. And the sun was so hot, the Lord raised up a gourd to bring him shade, and he was happy for it. But it went away because he didn't work for it. And I don't really understand that parable. But the thing is that the shade isn't bad. The shade represents, I think, is the best life has to offer in the summer, in the heat of harvest, in the heat of, when Christ is out and righteousness prevails. The shade is God's gift, like our wine, so to speak. The best life has to offer. Like I'm sitting in the shade right now. So yeah, this saying absolutely is true. And I've been trying to take advantage of this personally. Just I'm able enough to enjoy the convenience of having peace, thank God, and contemplating these things. And they are very real. And this is the future of the kingdom. This is the truth people are going to have to receive to understand this kind of stuff in our hearts when our Bibles get restored. And this is the kind of stuff they wash away from our Bibles, with this just, they just marginalize everything so much and make everybody so biased that it blinds us of our own power and freedom. That's the conspiracy behind our Bibles. Now, when they corrupted our Bibles, when they took things out of our Bibles, the powers that be, the angels or whomever from higher heavens looking down, it doesn't mean our Bibles are incorrect. Our Bibles still have to be correct, though they were edited. But so this is a very profound saying that's absolutely true, that we're going to see prevail in our future. And it's something to open your hearts to. Really amazing. Thank you for tuning in. God bless you.